Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store. As it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators.
I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
13 more yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They're going to throw. May. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Patriots.
They'll go again with Henderson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Willie Gay. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Henderson. Down right around the 25. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing here is May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Butte hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Short throw caught by Dosich. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From left side, complete. That's Hill. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 46-yard line.
To the air, May. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and 12. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
Patriots, first down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Patriots.
He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
2 yards to go, second down.
Second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On 3rd down, Godwin. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and throw for it with May. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Godwin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
At the 37-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Gets this complete to Butte. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Keyshawn Butte with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. In the second quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Now it's Wilson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To throw is Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to a... At the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Sanders now to have the extra point. We're all knotted up at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
It's been an exciting sequence to watch. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To throw, it's May. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's
under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a sack and a loss explosive three, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Play action. Now Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. The Dolphins sit 9-4 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Here's Wilson. Same connection. Dulcich once again. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England's offense set to go. it was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
Throwing here is May. That's caught again by Schultz. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's May. A short one can be taken in here by Schultz. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That's good for Patriots. First down.
From the gun, it's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
13 yards on the play. That's another Patriots.
They'll throw with May. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Our journey through
Scott?
the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jordan Mason. He's going to get loose, and he'll take this one in, 28 yards for the touchdown. The Chiefs are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Scary Terry McLaurin. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Commanders able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's the big man, Josh Allen. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. The Bills lead by a field goal at halftime. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Now Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Up the middle, Achane. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Wilson. They complete it to Hill. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive in the third quarter. New England trying to get a place on offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll run on first down. Godwin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. It's on the first down carry and then followed up by... From the gun on 3rd down is May. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To the air, May. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
May's pass. Intercepted.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run. Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 9-yard line.
One more time with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties it with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The Dolphins are lining up for
Wilson going to throw for him. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. New England's offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, May with it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. A quick throw there. He is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down, but how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
A gain of 14. And the Patriot first down.
To throw, it's May. And Diggs has it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Diggs. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27.
Handoff up the middle. Godwin. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Godwin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. From the shotgun, it's May. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
We're going to throw. May. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal.
Here's May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kayshon Boutte with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
2 yards
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. They had a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Wilson. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's go.
Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On third down, H.M. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to put a drive together. They'll throw with May. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Caught right side, Davis. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
To the air, May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. May. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Godwin. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Third and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on third down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Brings up fourth.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Patriots first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
First down, Patriots.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a give up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's
Fourth down. Here's May. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Turnover on down.
Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Looking to put a drive together. After the interception, here's Wilson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Throwing is Wilson. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw, it's May. Gets this complete to Butte. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Patriots first down.
Here's May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 15. First down.
Looking to throw. May. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down.
From the gun, it's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That'll be caught by Hill. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain
Here's
of 7.
2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll give this to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. 27 yards. And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance.
Their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England trying to get a place on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. From the shotgun, it's May. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Got a man, Boutte. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
At the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. And pass complete. Here's Boutte with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. To the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Schultz, 36 yards. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of
Well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.
The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in KC. The Chiefs at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Jordan Mason. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Chiefs win their third straight game as they get the victory today. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And it's the Miami defense that comes up with the big play here. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Dolphins would go on to a 12-point victory. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the veteran, Terry McLaurin. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Commanders use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.